welcome to the 2019 Cedar Falls High School Honors Convocation. Tonight we will be showcasing students who have gone above and beyond in their academic endeavors and therefore are being recognized for their accomplishments and scholarships received. We would like to thank David Verastegi for his artwork on the cover of the Honors Convocation, as well as Joey Dunning for his artwork on the Day Awards program. You will notice in the back of this evening's booklet you can find a copy of the Day Awards program. Without further ado, I would like to welcome our high school principal, Mr. Jason Wedgbury, and Dr. Dana Dinas to present to you the first part of our Honors Convocation, the Academic Awards.
Good evening. Thank you for being here. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to recognize all the wonderful students and their great accomplishments over their high school career. Thank you for taking the time and making the time to be here to recognize them. It's not always the glorious piece. Sometimes you see that in the world of academics or in athletics, but in academics it's equally as prestigious, and that's why we have student athletes and just students who represent themselves in many positive ways. So we will get started tonight by honoring some of our academic awards, and we have the bronze, silver, and the gold, but we're going to start with the bronze award winners, who are students who have maintained over their high school career a 3.90 to a 3.94 grade point average. So we'll call our bronze award winners at this time. We'll have you take a quick step forward as I say your name. First is McKenna Borhave, Megan North, Claire Sanderman, Megan Sawyer, and Jordan Valentine. These are our bronze scholars. Next, we have our silver scholars. They've maintained a GPA of 3.95 to 3.99. Please step forward as I read your name. Grace Considine, McKenna Gleason, Megan Gunderson, Mackenzie Hendrickson, McKenna Hollahan, Dara Holstein, JC Hundley, Tate Johnson, Sydney Kelly, Jeremiah Marchesani, Sabina Martin, Sebastian O'Brien, Olivia Remmert, Tegan Schultz, Anna Scholl, Alexis Urbanik, Nate Volker, Alexander Wilmer, and Alexis Zog. These are our silver scholars. We're now going to move to our gold scholars. Our gold scholars have a minimum of a 4.0 GPA, and based on the size, we're going to bring them in three groups. So we will begin. Please step forward as I read your name. Anthony Aldrich, Allison Beckner, Wynn Bond, Dawson Bremner, Astoria Chow, Rachel Daly, Kaylee Dean, Taylor Dusenberry, Allison Egan, Sally Fry, Maya Gabriel, Alex Glasscock, Eliana Grun, Avanti Gowadi, Salmon Hader, Taylor Hanson, Nathaniel Harwood. That's 1/3 of our gold scholars. Please step forward as I say your name. Olivia Heinen, Logan Hogue, Kaylin Johnson, Eleanor Judish, Abigail Kaiser, Jamie Knox, Madison Leinertz, Leah Longnecker, Bailey Longnecker, David Louviere, Jackson Maybon, Duncan Meyer, Andrew Mord, Rachel Osterhaus, Megan Pesley, Allison Rathjen, Carter Roth. Please step forward as I read your name. Emma Sahanovic, Margaret Schaefer, Ashley Shildroth, Elizabeth Shockley, William Sims, Morgan Sterrett, Emma Stokes, Demer Tukin, Matthew Venom, Eric Walther, Alian Warich, Logan Wolf, Marika Yang, Mitchell Young, Mohammed Zishan. It's quite an impressive group of gold scholars maintaining a 4.0 or higher GPA for their entire high school career. Fantastic. At this time, I would like these three members to come to the stage: Alex Glasscock, William Sims, and Astoria Chow. We would like to recognize these three individuals as National Merit Award winners. Students are identified through the preliminary scholastic aptitude exam, and test scores determine finalists. Tonight we have three who have earned these designations of being finalists for National Merit Award winners: Alex Glasscock, William Sims, and Astoria Chow. Astoria, you can stay here. We would like Demer Tukin to also come to the stage. These last few awards are designed to recognize our top students And it is very difficult to narrow down from a lengthy list of students who have outstanding accomplishments in their academic career. We look at multiple measures, from their grade point average to their ACT score to the number of core credits they have and the number of college credits that may be earned. And so we have to select it down to 2, and we recognize them in 2 different categories. The first category is KWWL Best of Class. KWWL... Here we go. Welcome back. KWWL Television sponsors the Best of Class celebration, honoring top graduating seniors from nearly 120 high schools. In this case, this student earned a perfect score on their ACT of a 36, and I'm pleased to recognize Demer Tukin as this year's recipient of the KWWL Best in Class. I don't want to knock it, but it was a 35 instead of a 36. I knew it as soon as I said it. That 1 point, significant accomplishment. The next one is the Des Moines Register Academic All-State Recognition. And Academic All-State recognizes Iowa's top students, a senior who is among the best and the brightest. As I mentioned before, it's a mixture of grades, test scores, activities, and accomplishments that make them stand out among their peers. This is an extremely high honor. The student also earned a perfect score, and this one I'm right on is 36 on the ACT. Not only was this student considered academic all-state, she was recognized as the top 10. Although your accomplishments academically certainly played a major role in your selection, the top 10 distinction is reserved for those students who have been actively involved in their school and community beyond the classroom and have displayed leadership during that involvement. This award truly honors those students who are well-rounded and poised for success after high school. Thank you for representing our school and community in such a positive manner. Good luck to you as you pursue your post-secondary career. Congratulations, Astoria Chow.
Next up, we will have the Meyerhoff Scholarship presented by Dan Conrad.
Astoria, could you put the brakes on and come back up here? The Kenneth G. Meyerhoff Memorial Scholarship Awards are issued on 2 levels to high school seniors, past recipients, or high school graduates already enrolled in college, university, or technical vocational school. Mr. and Mrs. Meyerhoff were both killed in a plane crash more than 35 years ago. They had no children, but left a scholarship trust. Students in Black Hawk County are eligible to receive this scholarship based on academic achievement, leadership, citizenship, and some financial need. The awards are for $500. I'm very pleased to award this year's scholarship to Astoria Chow.
We now have the Eason Mathematics and Science Scholarship presented by Rich Strike and Lynn Griffin.
The Bud Eason Scholarship Award is a $5,000 scholarship that was established by Dr. Donald Beister, 1957 Cedar Falls High School graduate and former student of Mr. Eason. The scholarship was established in the year 2000 with a twofold purpose in mind. First, to give incentive and help to a student senior of Cedar Falls High School who desires to pursue a science and/or mathematics-oriented career and has demonstrated a willingness to go outside of the curriculum to enhance their learning. And second, to be a tribute to Bud Eason, who taught mathematics science classes for 42 years, 40 of those at Cedar Falls High School.
We'd like to present this year's Bud Eason Scholarship Award to Astoria Chow. Would you please come forward?
We now have the Trent Bierle Memorial Scholarship presented by Ann Crawford, Aaron Kronboff, and Susan Lankin.
It is my pleasure to announce the 2019 Trent Bierle Scholarship recipients this year are Haley Ransom and Will Reiner. Please join us on stage. Trent Bierle died in his junior year at Cedar Falls High School at the age of 17. Despite difficulties experienced in his life, Trent faced his days with a smile, optimism, and caring for others. He was one of those people who always brightened everyone's day with his smile and positive attitude. As the years pass, his family continues to be surprised and touched as they learn about the impact Trent's life had on others. This scholarship given to Haley and Will this year in Trent's memory is given to a Cedar Falls High School senior chosen by a committee of people who all knew Trent. The recipients are students who exhibit the qualities of optimism, compassion, and friendship despite obstacles they have faced. Haley Ransom. Haley's nominator, Mrs. Griffin, writes, "Haley is one of the most caring and friendly students in my class. She frequently checks in to see even how I'm doing and supports her peers emotionally through a variety of experiences. Haley has always provided careful and constructive feedback to her classmates and is always very determined and optimistic. Haley has shown great resiliency and courage throughout high school, and she plans to attend Hawkeye and become a nurse. And as Haley's school counselor, I know she will be an excellent nurse because of the compassion that she shows for others. And that is why she is a recipient of this special award in honor of Trent. So congratulations, Haley." Will's nominator, Mrs. Beerbauer, writes, "Will has had many challenges throughout his life. He was first diagnosed with leukemia when he was in late elementary school. He has been through many struggles, including cancer treatments, a stroke, having to learn to walk again, and 2 clinical trials. Currently, he is finishing his senior year in Philadelphia on a new trial experiment to become cancer-free. He is working on his credits, and we are all hoping he is back by graduation. As Will's counselor, again, I have to share that he is one of the hardest working students I've ever worked with. Despite his tremendous challenges, he continues to show the kind of kindness and optimism that Trent Bierle displayed, and he plans to attend UNI and go into the medical field. Here to accept the scholarship on Will's behalf is his father, Scott Reiner." And the plaque with Will and Haley's name will be in the counseling office. And you can see this is impressive awards, too, that's gone on for quite a few years. So, thank you.
Next up is the General and Vocational Rotary Scholarship presented by Mike Butler.
Thank you. Would Marika Yang and McKenna Gleason please come forward? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, very good. We are pleased to present the General Scholarship from the Rotary Club of Cedar Falls this evening. The Rotary Club is proud to present this award and continue to uphold our motto of service above self. The recipient of the $1,000 General Scholarship is awarded to Marika Yang, who has tentative plans to attend the University of Iowa this fall.
Thank you so much.
And we're also pleased to present the Vocational Scholarship. Once again, we believe in service above self. So the recipient of a $1,000 Vocational Scholarship is awarded to McKenna Gleason, who will attend Iowa State this fall.
Next up is the Dr. Christopher and Alana Aldrich Scholarship, presented by Alana Aldrich.
Hello. Would Ariana Kimbrough and Megan Pesley please come to the stage? Hi, my name is Alana Aldrich, and together with my husband, Dr. Christopher Aldrich, we own and operate Waterloo Dental Associates in Waterloo. Each year, we pose a different question to graduating seniors to be answered in an essay designed to foster thoughts of inclusiveness and understanding of others in the outside world. This year, I was so moved by the essays of 2 different students that we decided to give out 2 scholarships as opposed to 1. Both of these women touched on issues that are often sensitive to discuss, but should not be. The issues of mental health in this country and also the changing landscape of the modern family. We often see so much turmoil associated with these topics, so the progressive thinking that these ladies emulate is truly special and also a refreshing and hopeful prelude to their generation's future and treatment of others that are different from them. I'm very pleased to offer $1,000 to Megan Pesley and $1,000 to Ariana Kimbrough.
We now have the Zach Ratnavardi Memorial Scholarship presented by Joanna Ratnavardi.
Austin Schmidt was our recipient this year. He's got a sub-state rugby match tonight, so he's not here, but we're going to go ahead and present this, and Susan will make sure that he gets this later. Zach Ratnavardi, our son, this is my husband, Ali, was a 2012 graduate of Cedar Falls High School. He played football and wrestled here at Cedar Falls. He had numerous friends, and he loved his time here at Cedar Falls. He attended Iowa State and finally graduated from UNI with a degree in manufacturing technology. He grew up here in Cedar Falls and absolutely loved his community. He had made plans to make Cedar Falls his permanent home after graduating from UNI. Zach was described by his friends as fiercely loyal. Every one of his friends would describe Zach as the most loyal person they had ever met. He was also compassionate, creative, humorous, and knowledgeable. Zach always made everyone feel welcome as a part of the group, and it did not matter to Zach what your background was. He would take the time to get to know you. He never wanted anyone to feel left out, and he hated to see anyone bullied. He would go out of his way to make his friends ensure everyone felt that they belonged. Zach always wanted everyone to laugh, and he felt that it was his responsibility to make everyone around him smile. He looked after everyone. He supported his friends however he could. He carried the weight of everyone's worries on his shoulders. His family, his friends, and his faith were the most important things in his life, and he lived every day being selfless and thinking of others first. In July of 2018, Zach committed suicide at the age of 24. And this $500 scholarship is given in his honor. Zach always complained that there were no scholarships for the average middle-class males with a GPA of 3.0 or below. He always said that if he made it rich or when he died, he was going to set up a scholarship for male students with a B average. He also felt that writing essays was ridiculous. And despite the much encouragement from his favorite English teacher, Diane Flaherty, who he, by the way, was the only person who could get away with calling her Diane in class, we had this scholarship was presenting pictures and a short description of themselves and how that they felt that they were supported the things that Zach lived by. This year, we're honored to present this scholarship to Austin Schmidt in honor of his love of his family, his loyalty to his friends, and his commitment to his faith. Zach would be proud to see Austin receive this scholarship. One of Zach's favorite childhood characters was Winnie the Pooh, who once said, "Remember that you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." And Zach would tell you to enjoy the moment and always take the time for your family and friends. Congratulations again to Austin, and we wish him the best in his future and are proud to present the scholarship in Zach's honor.
We now have the Cedar Falls Rough Risers Kiwanis Club Scholarship presented by Tony Reed.
Thank you. That was a hard one to follow. What a wonderful honor that you have done. Yes, I'm Tony Reed. I am not the president of the Cedar Falls Rough Risers Kiwanis Club. That is Cindy Hahn. She sends her regrets that she could not be here, but I am a past president. I also, in a previous life, was principal at Hanson Elementary School, so I'm thrilled to see a lot of former students here. Say hi if I don't recognize you, in case you might have changed since third grade. Cedar Falls Rough Risers Kiwanis Club, our mission is to serve the children of the Cedar Valley. And every year we sell popcorn, kettle corn at the Sturgis Falls and College Hill Arts Festival. And when you buy it, you support us in our mission to help the children of the Cedar Valley. We raise between $29,000 and $53,000 every year during the last 6 years, which every penny we donate to organizations, volunteer organizations that help children of the Cedar Valley. 33 organizations, plus all 6 Cedar Falls elementary schools and the 2 junior highs. So we're very proud of what we do, and our honor tonight, by the way, you may have noticed I broke the rules and I did not announce my award winner before I came up here because she's already up here. And since she has a great record of serving our community, we are especially proud to give this scholarship for $1,000 to Marika Yang.
We now have the Bill Close and Ron Streed SMARTstart Scholarship presented by Bill Close.
I'm Bill Close. For 33 years, I was the art teacher at Pete Junior High School, along with my dear friend Ron Streed. When Ron passed away a few years ago, I wanted to come up with an idea to keep his memory alive. He and I worked together for several years on giant outdoor sculptures called mega sculptures. And I just realized that most of this audience, I've been retired for 17 years, most of this audience has never seen any of those mega sculptures, but their parents were students of mine. To keep the memory of Ron alive and to keep the history of the mega sculpture projects, I wrote a book, and it's entitled Big, and it has the story about all 23 of the mega sculptures we did. The important aspect of this book is not so much the history of the mega sculptures, but it's our love for the creative arts and how important I think creative arts are in the public schools, especially here in Cedar Falls. Art, music, drama, speech, theater. A lot of students have trouble finding their place in the public schools, and they find their niche by involvement in the creative arts. We want to award our scholarship. We have a $1,000 scholarship to award to a student who has exemplified outstanding talents and dedication in the art field. And I would like Jacqueline Gonzalez to come forward and receive the scholarship. And you get an autographed book.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We now have the Waterloo Education Association Memorial Scholarship presented by Chris Wood on behalf of Sarah Cavalier and the WDEA.
Good evening. Would Victoria Platt please come to the stage? The Waterloo Education Association is pleased to be able to offer scholarship opportunities. Recipients of post-secondary education scholarships must be the son or daughter of a Waterloo Education member. Submit an application with a high school transcript that shows at least a B- average and submit 2 letters of recommendation. It is my pleasure on behalf of the Waterloo Education Association to present Victoria with this award.
We now have the Grant Wheeler Scholarship presented by the Grant Wheeler Scholarship Committee.
It's a committee of one tonight. My name is Jeff Mickey. I just want to say congratulations to all you seniors. This is absolutely phenomenal. What a great class. State championships, like everybody's a 4-point student. And everybody's getting all kinds of money, so this is fantastic. I just want to say too, it's amazing to watch all these people who are giving scholarships away and the people on whose behalf they're giving them. And it just goes to show that your life can make a difference. How you live your life matters, and it makes a huge impact. And I'm excited to see how you guys go out and impact the world. So back in 2002, my good friend Grant Wheeler was killed in a car accident. And he was passionate about 4 things. He was passionate about his faith, about his family, about running, and about the Green Bay Packers. 3 out of 4 is not bad. And so after he died, we got together, a number of us, we started to run, we started raising money, and ever since 2004, we've been giving scholarships away to people who really live out their life of faith in the same manner that Grant did. Grant loved to encourage other people. He loved to cheer people on, and was a big supporter of other people. And so we look for people who live that out, who are leaders that way, who have a passion for running as well. And tonight I want to congratulate Claire Sanderman, who has won this scholarship, and we had tons of people. Tons of qualified candidates, and so congratulations to Claire, and she'll receive $1,000, and I think, like I said, in about 16 years, on behalf of Grant, because of the life Grant lived, we've given close to $100,000 away in the last 16 years, so congratulations.
Next up, we have the Brock Behn Memorial Scholarship presented by Troy Becker.
Would Jordan Carroll please come to the stage? The Brock Behn Memorial Scholarship is a $500 annual scholarship award presented to a senior student who has excelled in the position of an athletic trainer, athletic manager, or an educational support person, which is this case. Brock was a 1988 graduate of Cedar Falls High School who served as a team manager during the junior high and high school years. Jordan Carroll did an outstanding job with the spring musical. She helped with props, set changes, and keeping track of volunteer hours for the set building. She also organized potlucks during the rehearsal and was one of the last people to leave the set each night. It's my pleasure that we award this year's Brock Behn Scholarship to Jordan Carroll. I also have the honor to do the Coach Pat Mitchell Scholarship. Would Noah Rao please come to the stage? The Coach Pat Mitchell Scholarship Award is given annually to a graduating senior who is planning on pursuing a college education at an accredited college or university with the state of Iowa and has overcome adversity or trials in their life. Pat Mitchell was our legendary football coach who had a place in his heart for those that have overcome things in their life to find success. This year's recipient is Noah Rao, who has autism. Noah has sang the national anthem at several of our events this year and is involved in choir. He's a 3-year all-state vocalist and a solo finalist in the Dorian Vocal Festival. He has also been involved in theater productions and band. Noah will be attending Luther College to continue in music, Congratulations, Noah Rao.
We now have the Cedar Falls Education Association Scholarship presented by Megan Drosty.
I was unaware until now, but I think Megan fits me very well. Would McKenna Gleason please come to the stage? Every year, the Cedar Falls Education Association awards a $1,000 scholarship to a senior planning to major in education. This year's recipient plans to major in elementary education with endorsements in special education and math at Iowa State University. She has participated in both CAPS Education 1 and CAPS Education 2. For the last few weeks, I have been able to work with her during her CAPS 2 experience. She has shown great initiative, passion for education, and gone above and beyond in the classroom. It's exciting to think about the journey she is beginning as a future educator and the impact she will make in the lives of so many. It's my pleasure to present this year's CFEA scholarship to McKenna Gleason.
We now have the Lauterbach Memorial Scholarship presented by Diane Flaherty.
Would Caitlin Walgren and Grace Considine please come forward? Peter Stropel believed that legacy is not leaving something for people, but it's leaving something in people. And lucky for the young women of Cedar Falls High School, Ken and Maureen Lauterbach left us both. Like a lot of women of her era, Maureen had to drop out of college, one of her lifelong dreams, because of financial difficulties. So she made a promise early in her young life that she would do whatever she could to realize that dream for other young women. And her husband supported her the entire time. When she died, she left not only a financial legacy, but one of generosity, stewardship, and a love of education. On behalf of the Lauterbachs, I am pleased to present Grace and Caitlin, each with a $1,000 four-year renewable scholarship. Maureen and Ken would be so proud of both of these young women because they have already started to leave a legacy of service and volunteer and always looking outside of themselves instead of inside of themselves. Congratulations, Grace and Caitlin.
Next up is the Do Better, Be Better Scholarship presented by Patrick and Jamie Smith.
Mason McCartan, are you out there? Come on up. I'm so excited to give this to you. In December of 2017, Mason was in a severe sledding accident. He was placed in an induced coma to allow his body to heal from the numerous injuries he sustained. He had to relearn how to walk, talk, and perform daily activities. We have that in common. I also had to do that 3 times. With hard work and perseverance, Mason made it back to school by mid-February. Mason's grit and determination are not only inspiring, but they exemplify exactly what the Do Better, Be Better motto means. I'm so proud to have you represent Do Better, Be Better. Congratulations.
To present the remaining Cedar Falls Foundation scholarships is Floyd Winter.
Thank you. It's great to be here and listening to all these awards given. The Cedar Falls Schools Foundation has been a vital part of that. We started in 2005, and the superintendent and board president at the time drew several community people together, and we had our planning session, and 15 people decided to serve on the board. And we started with $100 gift at that time. The second meeting, we had our strategic planning session. Many of you have been through strategic plannings. I'm so old, I've been through so many that the visions have come and gone so long ago that it's hard to remember, but I do remember this one. Everyone was supposed to do in the SWOT process to put the strengths on, the weaknesses and so forth, and then the plans. What's the future going to be? What are we going to do down the road? And someone put a sticker on the board and they said, our goal is to raise $1 million to carry out the mission of the foundation, and that's generating resources for the Cedar Falls Community School District, its students, its staff, and programs in the district. I have to admit, I was president of the board at that time and was for the next 1,400 years, the next many years. And I looked at that and I said, $1 million. What are we thinking about? We have $100. We didn't even have a bank account. That was 14 years ago. I'm pleased to announce tonight that we're getting close to that $1 million goal. We're well over $750,000, which has been returned to the district by donors and by endowed funds. And at this point, we also, besides that, have $3 million in assets, mostly in endowed funds. So from that $100 in that 14-year span, we've been able to do such things as providing professional development for teachers and staff and administrators, for providing teacher excellence grants for things that they would desire to do, and it would be very helpful in the teaching learning process in their classrooms. And along with that, there have been several district initiatives that we have helped support. One of the original parts of our program in carrying out this mission of generating resources was to honor our students, and we're doing that tonight, have done so, and will continue to do it. So continuing that, I would like to call the following students to the stage, and maybe to the this side over here. Thank you, Susan. And so when I read your name, would you come over here and we'll announce the awards as we move on with the program. Walker Zay, McKenna Borhave, Abigail Kaiser, Jackson Mabon, Morgan Sterrett, Megan Pesley, and McKenna Gleason. That's okay, you can stay right here. That's good. I should have put something down here. Great. The Ronald E. Juhl Scholarship was one of our first scholarships. Ronald graduated from Cedar Falls High School in 1959 and began a lifetime career and retired as a UPS agent, a service person in the UPS, on the original staff of UPS. He purchased initial stock offering with UPS. 40 years later, he came into my office one day and he said, I'd like to have a scholarship for a student who really struggled. He said, you wouldn't find me on the top 10%, you wouldn't find me on the bottom 10%. I made it because I had a couple of teachers who helped me get through, and the rest is history. He had some appreciated stock from that original IPO purchase that he made. I wish I would have made the same purchase. And he decided to set up the scholarship, and so we've been giving that for many, many years. And it goes to a student who is deserving and is pursuing a career in the industrial technology field. And the Ronald E. Juhl Scholarship Award this year goes to Walker Zay. Walker? And maybe just move on to the other end there. Next to it. Yeah, other end of mine. Thank you. The next award is the Kathy Bunger Memorial Scholarship. This was established by Sid Bunger and Shannon and Bob Clausen in memory of Kathy Bunger. This scholarship recognizes good citizenship and overcoming personal adversity. And so the Clausen family really established this scholarship in honor of Kathy, and it's been a great scholarship, and this year we're pleased to award it to McKenna Borhave. The Robert and Hazel Messer Scholarship was established after Bob's passing and in his memory and honor. For those of you who don't know, Bob was a longtime principal at Pete Junior High School and a terrific administrator, and Bill Close and others can attest to that fact who are in the meeting room tonight. And Hazel established a scholarship in Bob's memory, and it recognizes good citizenship and is given in honor of Hazel and Bob's careers in our schools. And this year's award goes to Abigail Kaiser. The next award is the Dan and B. Brown Memorial Scholarship. This was established on behalf of Dan and B. Brown by B's sister, Dolores Horn. Dolores graduated from Cedar Falls High School in the 1940s, early 1940s. And I had the pleasure of meeting with Dolores and her family, and they wanted to honor her late sister and her husband by establishing a scholarship. And this is an endowed scholarship in memory of Dan and B. Brown, who really had great interest in education. And both the Horn girls, that was B at the time, were very active in school and also in the community throughout their years. This scholarship is for $1,000 each year for 4 years, and is given to Jackson Maybon. Is Mike Christensen with me here? Come on up, Mike. Come on down, as they say. We've had great fun with graduating classes of Cedar Falls High School. As we establish scholarships and as I would welcome alumni during Sturgis Falls weekend in this very auditorium, and classes soon got the idea that maybe they would like to join together and maybe make a donation to the foundation in memory of their classmates and for their work and the future of young people in this community and wherever they go, whether they stay here or they move out in the community. Mike Christensen, come on Mike, was one of these original officers or planners of the class of 1963 scholarship. And they determined determined that it would be a scholarship and it would be called the Legacy of Learning Scholarship. And so they invited their classmates when they came back from their 45th reunion to contribute to that fund. And so that was born out, and we do have that first class scholarship. So not only has that class established a scholarship, following classes are trying to outdo the previous class. And at this time, we really are going to award this award for the Legacy of Learning class of 1963, and it is in honor of Megan Pesley. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Dr. Lee. And the final scholarship in this series, Frank and Dorothy Horn Memorial Scholarship. This is established in memory of Frank and Dorothy. Frank and Dorothy were longtime educators in the Cedar Falls School District. In fact, Frank was so involved that he was a predecessor of Bob Messer as principal of Pete Junior High. Now, for those of you who were at Pete and knew how long Bob was there, Frank went back many years prior to that. And this is awarded to a student because Dorothy, his wife, was also a teacher in the system many, many years ago. It's going to a student planning to become an elementary or secondary school teacher. And this year's award goes to McKenna Gleason. And the final one is the Don Chase Memorial Scholarship. And the family established this scholarship in memory of Don Chase, who was a longtime physical education instructor and coach, athletic coach at Holmes Junior High School for many years, in fact, even decades. And Don really emphasized character and leadership qualities with his students throughout the year and throughout his classes and his teams. And he also recognized a strong work ethic. In this year's award, the Don Chase Memorial Scholarship is really presented, and congratulations to Morgan Sterrett. We thank you, and congratulations.
We now have the Chaplain Jim Burley Hansel Memorial Scholarship presented by members of the CVMA.
Hi, how we doing? Can I please have Ariana Kimbrough to the stage, please? So while she's coming up, we're members of the Combat Veteran Motorcycle Association 393 Detachment B. We're here to present the Chaplain Jim Burley Hansen Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship started after one of our brothers ended up in a motorcycle accident and passed away. and we started this to remember him and everything. Part of the scholarship is that they have to write and answer questions that we come up with, and this year was about what does the American flag and our freedom mean to you? In the scholarship, she wrote about her grandfather who served in the Air Force, diversity, inclusion, and the differences that have been split in America with the flag and pride and coming together. And so we were honored to give a $1,000 scholarship to Ariana Kimbrough. Thank you.
We now have the Cedar Falls Utilities Scholarship presented by Steve Bernard.
Good evening. I'd like to invite Kane Schaefer and Alex Wilmer up, please. So I'm a proud graduate of Cedar Falls High School, class of 1980. So it's particularly thrilling to be here tonight to present these two Cedar Falls Utilities Awards. These awards are in the amount of $1,500 each, and they're presented to students who are pursuing academics and training in areas that are important and critical to utilities and broadband utilities. Such areas like electrical line work, gas and water construction and operation, broadband communications, information technology, and so forth, or the types of students we're looking for. So we're thrilled tonight to present these to Kane and Alex and wish them well.
We now have the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa Scholarships presented by Tom Wickersham, Program Director of the Community Foundation of Northeast Iowa.
Thank you, Marika. Thank you so much for having me here this evening. This is always one of my favorite events to attend each year. It's a delight to be back. This year, our Community Foundation tonight will be handing out a small portion of the $400,000 in scholarships that will be distributed by the end of this month. For 63 years, the Community Foundation has been working alongside families, individuals, and businesses, and many groups like those who've already presented here this evening to help them manage their scholarship funds and to carry on their legacy for generations to come. And the Community Foundation is honored to represent them and to serve as a conduit for their charitable goals. I would like to honor the legacy of these donors and recognize the outstanding achievements of several Cedar Falls High School students. So let's get started. Will Rachel Osterhaus please come up? Our first scholarship. After high school, Lorene Lindaman Rolfe became a registered nurse and later served as a lieutenant in the Army Nurse Corps during World War II. Lorene eventually moved to Waterloo, where she worked as a private duty nurse. In addition to raising 5 children, she was also an active volunteer up until when she passed away in 2015. She and her husband enjoyed many things about the Cedar Valley and found a great benefit in the accessibility to culture and other opportunities. It was for these reasons that Lorene established a fund as a way to give back to her community that nurtured her and her family. This scholarship goes to students in Blackhawk County who are pursuing a degree in nursing, and I'm pleased to present Rachel the 2019 Lorene Lindaman Rolfe Scholarship in the amount of $500. Congratulations. Next up, will Astoria Chow please come forward? During her junior year, Astoria was selected as a Mother Moon Service Scholarship recipient, one of only 9 juniors in Blackhawk County schools to earn this award for outstanding community service. These scholarships are in recognition of Sadie Moon, who was born in 1880 and who lived most of her life in Macomb, Illinois. Mother Moon, as she was commonly known, raised not only her 10 children, but served as a de facto mother to many poor, disadvantaged, and other neighborhood kids, including Ike Leedy, who established this fund to honor her memory. I'm pleased to present a Mother Moon Service Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Astoria. Congratulations. Good to see you guys. Congratulations. Next up, will Demer Tukin please come up? Elizabeth Axline Tannreuther graduated from high school in the Cedar Valley and later from UNI with a degree in education. She and her husband Bill were married in Waterloo, and she worked for John Deere for 31 years. Liz was an active volunteer in her church, and after retirement, volunteered at Orange Elementary for many years. In 2010, she was awarded the Mayor's Volunteer Award in recognition of her dedication to helping others. After she passed away, Liz's family established this fund in her honor to help others develop learning and lifelong skills necessary to enjoy a fulfilling and successful career. Today, I'm pleased to present Demer the 2019 Elizabeth Axline Tannreuther Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Congratulations. Next up, will Haley Dyer please come forward? Gary and Joyce Kowalty raised 4 children that attended Cedar Falls High School and are proud of their children's accomplishments in education. Gary was a sergeant in the U.S. Army, served in the Vietnam War, and had a career as a skilled worker. Joyce was a physical education teacher for 37 years. Gary passed away in 2003, and Joyce and her family are honored to continue his legacy by providing this scholarship in their family name to support students to be successful in life, career, and who will, in turn, make great contributions to our community. Today, I'm pleased to present the Gary and Joyce Kowalty Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to someone who is already making great contributions. Haley Dyer, congratulations. Next up, will Alice Glasscock please come to the stage? Our next scholarship was created by another family with strong Cedar Falls High School connections. Rick and Debbie Morris live in Cedar Falls, and their 4 children and a niece have all attended this school. The family is very active in the community, volunteering and serving on numerous nonprofit leadership boards. And members of the Morris family have received scholarships, and the family would like to pay it back to see students from Cedar Falls High School to have the same opportunity for years to come. This scholarship is for students who have demonstrated excellence in academics and extracurricular activities. Tonight, I'm honored to present the 2019 Rick and Debbie Morris Family Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Alex. Congratulations. Well done. Next up, will Joey Dunning please come up? Marilyn Ann Stevenson was born and raised in Waterloo. After graduation from high school, Marilyn went on to study at the Leighton School of Art in Milwaukee, and then she returned to Waterloo and did freelance artwork for numerous businesses, including Black's Department Store. In 1966, she married Tim Hurley, and the couple eventually settled in Waterloo, where they raised 3 children. Marilyn continued with her artwork and became an active volunteer at the Junior Art Gallery and a teacher at the Rec Center, now the Waterloo Center for the Arts. Marilyn's art was exhibited throughout the Cedar Valley, and then following her death in 1997, Tim chose to set up this scholarship in her memory to help budding artists achieve their artistic dreams. And this year, I'm pleased to present Joey in absentia the 2019 Marilyn Ann Hurley Scholarship in the amount of $1,000. Congratulations. Next up, will Jackson Maybun please come up? James and Javon Maxwell established a fund in their name to recognize high achievers. Both Jimmy and Javon were very engaged in the Cedar Valley community, not only through their careers, but through their service. Jimmy was a member of the Shriners, and Javon volunteered with the Waterloo Center for the Arts and was also instrumental in establishing Cedar Valley Hospice. Her commitment to this community was honored when she was named the recipient of the Mayor's Volunteer Award and also received the Cedar Valley Hospice Person of the Year Award. This scholarship was awarded to students who demonstrate high academic achievement, and this year I'm pleased to present Jackson a James and Javon Maxwell Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,500. Congratulations. Next up, will Megan Peasley come on up? Robert Sloan grew up on a farm outside of Brandon, Iowa. He graduated from Iowa State University with a degree in computer science and then an MBA from the University of Northern Iowa. He then had a long career with John Deere. He established this fund in 2016 to support students who are pursuing an undergraduate degree in computer sciences or technology, And our recipient this year is headed off to Iowa State to eventually pursue a STEM-related career using her computer science degree. This year, I'm pleased to present Megan a Robert A. Sloan Scholarship in the amount of $1,750. Congratulations. Well done. All right, one more award. Will McKenna Gleason please come forward? My final award this evening to present was established by a longtime community leader and volunteer who unfortunately passed away in 2017. Berdina Nelson Beach's lifelong interest in learning ultimately led to 4 higher education degrees, and Berdina credits her mother for instilling in her the idea of giving to others, which later led her to establish this family scholarship in memory of her parents Gladys and Thorvald Nelson. The scholarship was established to support Cedar Falls High School students and to recognize those individuals with a strong academic record, a desire to pursue a degree in education, and a demonstrated commitment to community service. Today, I'm pleased to present the 2019 Berdina J. Nelson Beach Family Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 to McKenna. Congratulations. Well done.
We now have the Principal Leadership Award presented by Mr. Jason Wedgbury.
Principal Leadership Award. This recipient demonstrates outstanding leadership skills in working with peers and has consistently been a role model through her action-oriented leadership. Congratulations to Marika Yang.
We now have the Iowa State Bar Association American Citizenship Award presented by Judge Bauer.
Good evening. I need Maya, Gabrielle, Noah Rao, and Marika Yang to please come forward. As you just heard, my name is Tom Bauer. I'm a judge on the Iowa Court of Appeals. I'm a Cedar Falls resident, and I'm the proud father of 2 Cedar Falls High School graduates, Ben from 2005 and Josh, the class of 2009. I'm here on behalf of the Iowa Bar Association and the Iowa State Bar Foundation, as well as the Black Hawk County Bar Association, to award 3 members of the graduating class this year. This is 3 of approximately 20 scholarships that will be given throughout the Cedar Valley. This lawyer-sponsored American Citizenship Award is presented annually to students who, in the opinion of the faculty, have best demonstrated a knowledge and understanding of the principles of citizenship and possess outstanding qualities such as honesty, fairness, respect, leadership, and trustworthiness. The recipient need not be the school's outstanding scholar, athlete, musician, or artist. Maybe I would have qualified in high school, I don't know. But in the opinion of the attorneys, it should be someone who has been an active worker and leader in approved student activities, a reliable and upstanding person who has a base of knowledge both through formal and informal education. It's with great pleasure to present this award, which consists of a certificate, a medallion, and an individual check for $325 to Maya Gabrielle. Congratulations. To Noah Rao. Congratulations. And to Marika Yang. Congratulations.
We next up have our international students presented by Erin Gardner.
Okay. Every year, I have the privilege of welcoming, once they arrive to Cedar Falls High School, working with and now introducing to all of you our exchange students. If those three would please come up here. We have Catalin Bierle is from Romania and is currently living with the Poe family. Pamela Ariano from Mexico is currently living with the Juhl family. And Beatrice Sacristin from Spain is living with the Hassman family. It has been so fun getting to know these three students. They dove right in with both classes and academics and activities. Activities they have gotten involved in are cross-country, track, volleyball, and our environmental team. They have also gotten involved in our cultural diversity team, where they have taught us about their culture, family, traditions, and shared with us their yummy food. When I asked how they will explain Iowa and Cedar Falls High School to their friends and family back home, they used words such as quiet, friendly, fun, and a place full of opportunities. Friends are what they say they will miss the most. We are very grateful for have gotten the opportunity to meet all of you and learn from you, and we hope you have lots of memories to take home with you from Cedar Falls. And to take home with you, we're going to give them a Cedar Falls coffee mug, so every morning they can remember the Tigers.
Now from the music department, we have the National School Orchestra Award presented by Ann Osborne.
Would Astoria Chow and Willa Ekrit please come forward? These two students were selected to receive the National School Orchestra Award for their high level of leadership, loyalty, and cooperation, which is the standard of conduct that is the aim of the school orchestra program. Astoria is very smart, we've already discovered. She also plays the violin, and Willa plays the cello, and she's smart too. Astoria has been selected 4 years in a row for the Iowa All-State Music Festival. Willa was a 3-year All-State vocalist, but I have no doubt that she would have made it into All-State if she had auditioned on the cello. You can't do both. Both Willa and Astoria have received numerous Division I ratings at the IHSMA Solo Ensemble Festival over the past 3 years. And this past year at Solo Ensemble Festival, Astoria was selected as the outstanding performer for the String Center, which means next week she will be performing at a special recital at Iowa State. This is a huge honor. Not only are Astoria and Willa excellent musicians, they're also excellent leaders in our high school orchestra. This past year, Willa has served as section leader for the cellos, and Astoria has served as concertmaster of the orchestra for this past year, as well as part of last year. It has been a true pleasure to work with both of these students for the past 3 years. Tonight, Astoria and Willa will receive a lovely certificate. At our concert next week, they will also receive a paperweight, which is being engraved right now, and it wasn't done by today, much to my dismay. But they'll get it at the concert next week on Wednesday at 7:30. Hope you can come. And they'll also get a special pin. Their names are also being engraved, also not done, on a special plaque that will hang in the high school orchestra room. Congratulations, Astoria and Willa. Okay, I have another one. The Director's Award. Would Taylor Hansen and Andrew Mord and Kelly Kessner please come forward? I was only supposed to give one, but I decided to give 3 because they deserved it. The Director's Award is given each year to a senior orchestra member or members who is passionate about music, is loyal to the orchestra program, and plays at a high level. Taylor plays violin, and she is a 4-year member of the All-State Orchestra, which is a big deal. She plays beautifully and has been an important part of our orchestra for the past 3 years. She works hard and shows a lot of dedication to our music program. Andrew plays the cello. He is a 2-year member of the All-State Orchestra. He has also participated in the NISTA Honor Orchestra Festival for the past 3 years and was selected as section leader this past year for that festival. He works very hard and plays at a very high level. Kelly plays the violin. She is a 2-year member of the All-State Orchestra. She has participated in NISTA all 3 years of high school, and she plays in our high school string quartet. She is incredibly helpful, reliable, and dedicated to the orchestra program. She is always one of the first to volunteer when I need extra help with something, like setting up the stage on a concert day, assisting at the elementary solo festival, or helping move stuff on large group contest day. Kelly will be going to Luther next year and plans to study music education, and I think she will make a wonderful orchestra teacher. Each of these students will receive a certificate, yay, and their names will be engraved on a plaque, which guess what? It's not done yet, and it will hang in the orchestra room. Please join me in congratulating this year's Directors Award recipients, Taylor Hansen, Andrew Moore, and Kelly Kessler. We like to hug in orchestra.
We now have the National School Choral Award presented by Elliot Kranz.
Would Willa Ekrit and Noah Rao please come to the stage? Willa Ekrit and Noah Rao have been very active in the vocal music department over the past 3 years here at Cedar Falls High School. Both have auditioned for All-State Choir, and both were selected as All-State Vocalists for 3 years. Both have also participated in State Solo Ensemble Festival and received Division I ratings on solo performances, as well as Division I ratings with various ensembles. Both were also recognized as solo finalists this past January at this year's Luther College Dorian Vocal Festival, where they each performed a solo piece for more than 2,000 high school students and high school choir directors that were in attendance. In addition to being leaders in performance, Willa and Noah have also used their talents to lead in the classroom, whether it is helping guide an all-state quartet rehearsal or a sectional during choir, or helping their small ensembles prepare for contests this year. These two bring to life the definition of the National School Choral Award. So in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement, of outstanding contributions to the success of the Cedar Falls High School vocal program, and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high qualities of conduct, it's my honor to present the National School Choral Award to Willa Ekrit and Noah Rao.
We now have the John Philip Sousa Band Award presented by Gerald Ramsey.
And we'll do a couple others along with that. So, as I read your names, please come to the stage. The Iowa Bandmasters Association Award is presented to a senior band student in recognition of outstanding leadership, loyalty, and service. This year, we are presenting the IBA Award to Olivia Heinen. The Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is presented in recognition of outstanding achievement by an instrumentalist in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. Tonight, no surprise here, the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award goes to Johnny Hartlip. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is presented in recognition for outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. William Sims is the very deserving recipient of this year's award. I started to put down on paper my descriptors that I write every year to kind of give you the record and what all they've done. And I got to tell you, it reads like hyperbole. It's like, yeah, that's an exaggeration. But I got to tell you, I don't think there's any players in the state that are playing better than these guys. They're phenomenal musicians. And they got there by developing their talent. They got there by practicing with focus, practicing consistently, practicing often. They practiced, okay? And that's how you get really good, and that's what they've done. But not only that, they're exceptional people as well. You want to be in a band with these guys. If you're one of their peers, you enjoy hanging out with them because they're great people, and they help to they encourage their fellow band members, and they help to bring out the best in everybody. As they move on into the next part of their lives, these students will be valuable members of their future music communities. Olivia will attend Iowa State University, pursuing a degree in music education. So it's very appropriate that she is receiving the Iowa Bandmasters Award, which looks like Iowa, and it's engraved. Johnny Hartlip will be going to UNI. He'll be pursuing a major in music education. He's going to be doing amazing things on the saxophone because he already is doing amazing things. A couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he was a guest soloist with UNI's top jazz band as a high school senior. So I think he's going to do well there. And William Sims, after a mission with his church, he'll be going to BYU. He'll pursue a career as an engineer, and he will get to play the saxophone anytime he wants because he can, and he loves doing it. So big hand for all of these guys.
From the Science Department, we now have the Anton Hofstad Memorial Award presented by Scott Bowman.
The Anton Hofstad Memorial Award recognizes the outstanding work of a senior science student who challenges themselves in the variety and difficulty of their coursework, as well as the pursuit of science outside the classroom. This year's winners are Anissa Ferrero and Astoria Chow.
Now from the Athletic Department, we have the J.O. Perrin College Tuition Grant presented by Troy Becker.
So I have the good fortune to present several awards coming up, all of them outstanding. I'm a little bummed that I won't get to go over and have my picture taken though. First off, J.O. Perrine, if we could have Jackson Frericks please come forward. The J.O. Perrine College Tuition Grant is presented annually to a Cedar Falls High School senior football player. It was established in 1964 in memory and in honor of the 1910 Cedar Falls High School football team and their coach, J.O. Perrine. Jackson Frericks was a key member of the football team, which finished as state runner-up this season. He also helped the basketball team win state championships last year and once again this year. Jackson is an outstanding individual with a high level of dedication, character, work ethic, and most importantly, he's a great citizen and student athlete. Jackson will be attending the University of Iowa next year to play football at tight end, which likely means he's going to end up in the NFL. Congratulations, Jackson Frericks. If Jack Campbell could please come to the stage. The Bernie Saga Award is given annually to a student who best exemplifies the qualities of honesty, integrity, and sportsmanship. It is given each year in honor of Bernie Saga, the past executive director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Jack Campbell has helped his teams achieve success in football and basketball. He's been first team All-State the past 2 years in football and was named the 2018 Defensive Player of the Year and helping his team to a state runner-up finish. And of course in basketball, he helped the team to 2 state championships the last 2 years. He has exemplified a strong work ethic, honesty, integrity, leadership, and sportsmanship, and he has been a great role model for our younger athletes in the community, along with being simply a great person. We want to congratulate Jack, who will be attending the University of Iowa next year to also play football. Congratulations, Jack. Would Dara Holstein please come forward? The Ivane Cooley Award is given annually to a senior female student athlete who exhibits the characteristics of discipline, perseverance, athletic skill, leadership, academic achievement, and citizenship. This award is given by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union in honor of its past executive director, Ivane Cooley. I'm honored to present this year's award to Dara Holstein. Dara is a 4-year letter winner in volleyball and was on the state championship team in 2017. This year, she helped lead the Tigers to a state runner-up finish, and many of the reasons that Dara was selected for the Ivane Cooley were also why she was selected by Mrs. Youngkent for a sportsmanship scholarship and check presented by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union earlier this year. Mrs. Youngkent noted that Dara cares more about the success of others and her team than she does about her own success. Academically, Dara is an honor roll student and a terrific student citizen. She has been a leader for many activities in our school and steps up almost on a daily basis. She's Mrs. Bakesell in the morning. We appreciate that. She's the very essence of what a student athlete should be. Next year, Dara will be attending the the United States Naval Academy. Congratulations, Dara, for winning the Volleyball Sportsmanship Award and for winning the Ivane Cooley Award. We now get to move on to our male and female athletes of the year. These are selected by the head coaching staffs based on the following criteria: number of athletic letters earned, special honors and recognition, citizenship, and character. We will start with the female athlete of the year. If Ariana Kimbrough could please come forward. Ariana is a 4-year letter winner in track. She also participated 2 years in volleyball and 1 year in cross country. She is currently getting ready to compete at the regional track and field meet this Thursday, where she will once again try to qualify for multiple events for state. This year, Ariana finished second in the sprint medley at the Drake Relays. Last year, she was a Class 4A state champion in the high jump. She also placed in 3 other events at the state track meet last year. In 2017, she was on a team that finished as state runner-up in the 4x400 meter relay. In all, she has placed in the top 6 at the state meet 10 times and has had a chance to add 4 more this year. In addition, Ariana was first team all-conference 12 times during her outstanding career. Next year, Ariana will be attending UNI and a track scholarship. Congratulations, Ariana Kimbrough, for your outstanding career, and good luck at the state meet coming up next week. You've noticed during this little session, the word state championship has come up a lot. This makes ADs happy. Okay, now for the male and athlete of the year. And this is one for the record books. And as you'll understand why in a moment, it came down to a tie between 2 of our all-time best athletes ever. Would Logan Wolf and Jack Campbell please come to the stage? Numerous coaches came up and frankly said, how do you decide between those 2? It's almost impossible. And you will see why here in a moment. Both played important roles, obviously, in helping their teams be successful with state runner-up in football and 2 basketball state championships. Some of their individual awards, and I should mention I've limited to the main awards. Jack Campbell is Class 4A state all-tournament team in basketball, 2018. Second team all-conference and first team all-metro in basketball. First team all-district football, 2017 and 18. First team all-state football, 2017 and 18. District Defensive Player of the Year in football, 2018, and on the Iowa Elite All-State Football Team in 2018. Logan, not to be outdone, was Class 4A State All-Tournament Team Basketball in 2017. He was then the captain on the All-Tournament Team in basketball 2018. Second team all-conference in 2017 and first team all-conference 2018 and 19 in basketball. First team all-state in football 2018. First team All-District and All-Metro in both 17 and 18 in football, and he was also a member of the Iowa Elite All-State team in basketball this year. Most importantly, both of these gentlemen have represented our school community and their teams in an outstanding way. This is evident in them both receiving prestigious character awards. Jack, as mentioned earlier, in the Bernie Saga Award, and Logan was nominated at the state basketball tournament for the Bankers Trust Scholarship. Both have achieved at the highest level and have been able to do so while displaying tremendous character, leadership, and sportsmanship. That's why we're also very proud of them and their many accomplishments. Congratulations to both of them. They are their male co-athletes, winners of the year.
We now have our post-secondary scholarships presented by Susan Langen.
Okay, just a few more minutes. Emerald Barnes Seeger, Allison Beckner, Ben Bermel, Carson Bradford, Dawson Bremner, Andre Bryan, Benny Bundy, Beth Culberson, Ashley Driesman, Joey Dunning, Willa Eckert, Allison Egan, Sally Fry, Alex Glasscock, Randa Gunasekar, Carly Groniga, Eliana Grun, Emily Hayes, Trevor Heinen, Nathan Hoffman, JC Hunley, Kaylin Johnson, Tate Johnson, Abigail Kaiser, Kelly Kestner, Matthew Kramer, Jackson Maybon, Reed McFarland, Shannon Murphy, Harper Owen, Megan Pesley, Madison Posacani, Allison Rathjen, Noah Rowe, Claire Sabino, Margaret Schaefer, Megan Sawyer, Ashley Shildriff, Ashley Smith, William Sims, Casey Soley, Morgan Sterrett, Eric Walther, Jonas Walther, Alex Wilmer, and Marika Yeh. Let's give these seniors a round of applause. So one more round of applause that the seniors need to give to your parents and your supporters and the people who have helped get you this far. So you could please give your parents and guardians a round of applause. And as you've heard all night, this has been an outstanding class with a lot of very high achievers and a lot of students who are going to go and do wonderful things. And we wish them all good luck, and we thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you. Thank you.